We are in Monterrey, and this is the first time that we have ever hosted a motoring TV episode from Mexico. Like the rest of the country, it is home to great food and maybe most importantly, some wonderful people. It's also a home away from home for almost every major automaker on this planet. Now, before we get started, please don't get your shorts on a knot over the continuing debate as to whether vehicles sold in the United States and Canada should be built here in Mexico. It's a reality, and the reality is, in the last 10 years, production has more than doubled. It's about 3.5 million units per year. Now, why do they come down here in Mexico? Well, we might get some insight this week, and I'll tell you why. We're here for several reasons. First, Kia is opening its first factory in Mexico, right here in Monterrey. We're also going to get a brief look at the second generation Kia Forte and find out why Kia is right now the talk of the town in the global automotive industry.
I've lived here all my life, 45 years now, and the arrival of the Kia Motors project here to the state of Nuevo León is really important because we have been specializing in auto components, but we have never had an OEM here before. And well, people were very excited because there was really nothing else, basically just one or more companies, but that was it. So when the company arrived, it meant a lot of jobs for the people in the region.
We can produce roughly 1.6 million vehicles in Korea, but we've, over the years, have been really expanding our footprint right across the world. Right now we manufacture in China, Russia, Slovakia, in the US, and for Mexico it was a natural progression. You know, you would think that this was a rather lengthy process, but not in this case. It took them 14 months from start to finish to put the factory up and get it up and operational. It's a phenomenal feat, and I think it really speaks to the determination of Kia Motors.
Before the arrival of this company, they didn't have access to credit, let's say, for instance, and now with a steady job, the banks are giving them credit. They have more stability in their families, and I guess the heads of the families, the parents are more excited and more confident about their future. So I guess it's a really positive thing.
I mentioned earlier that Kia has become a hot topic of conversation in the automotive world, and there's good reason for that. One of the big challenges facing Kia and its sibling Hyundai has always been quality. I mean, motoring TV viewers are asking us all the time, what's the quality like? Is it up to snuff? Well, recently, Kia became the first non-premium brand in 27 years to finish atop the J.D. Power initial quality standings. The last company was Toyota. And what this means is that Kia finished ahead of such nameplates as BMW, Lexus, and Porsche.
You know, we've surpassed Porsche, and now we are the #1 manufacturer in the U.S.
It's a really big thing for the company, for the employees, but also it means that we have a big challenge ahead of us because we have to maintain or overcome that result. So it's exciting, and it's a very huge challenge for all the company.
Compact segment is one of the largest segments in Canada, and you know, with the new Forte, improved fuel economy, great exterior styling, and great value for money, we think it's a real option for consumers to meet a lot of their needs.
You know, for a compact vehicle, this Forte comes loaded with available content, lots of passive safety and active safety like blind spot and lane departure warnings, and also something called lane keep assist. This is how it works. There's two modes, a standard and an active. In standard, if you start to drift towards the shoulder or the middle of the road, it will give you a warning. In active safety, it will try and keep you in the middle of the lane. If you start to drift, it'll actually pull you back. Now, this is not autopilot. This is not autonomous driving. If you decide to take your hands off the wheel and check up on your email, it will shut off. It's true, this technology is very impressive, but believe me, it's not ready to go solo.
We went through this plant today and it was mind-blowing. the technology, how clean it is, from the stamping plant to the assembly to the paint booth. Everything is latest and greatest technology. It's the facelift of the second generation of the new Forte 2017. Okay, it's not just body panel, it's not just trims. We've put a lot of technology. First of all, we wanted to achieve a higher vehicle safety. Also, we have our new 2-liter Atkinson cycle, which is a great engine on the LX model, gives you better fuel economy and very smooth engine. And when you get into the EX and above, we have our 2-liter GDI. All this made it to a 6-speed manual, but also to our second generation 6-speed automatic.
When you look at it, the cost of manufacturing is less here in Mexico, which offers us and the other manufacturers a great opportunity to build great product at a great price.
If you have the chance to visit Mexico and Pesqueria, come and visit our plant. This is the home of the Forte, and be sure that the Forte is very well manufactured with a lot of love and Mexican passion and Korean discipline here in Pesqueria.
You know, it's a rare treat for automotive journalists to get a peek behind closed doors at an auto manufacturing plant like we did here in Monterrey. I spent a bit of time there, so I didn't get as much drive time in the Forte as I would like. However, first impressions was thumbs up. And we'll leave it to Graham to give us a full-up review on a future episode. As for building vehicles in Mexico, yes, we have the best plants and best auto workers in the world right in Canada. And yes, we love to build all our cars in Canada, but it ain't gonna happen. I mean, the reality is for car companies like Kia is that they can come down here and with little red tape build an affordable car with lots of content. They're all having a good time here. And to me, that is a win-win situation for everyone, but especially we, the consumer.